This channel is not necessarily about astrology, but I wanted to make a series of videos about astrology. Um, so I'll just cover some of the basics that I know about. So you got your birth chart, right? And it shows your sun sign, and which could be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. And then you got your moon sign, which could also be any one of those. You got your rising sign, which again could be any one of those signs. All the planets, such as Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Did I miss one? I don't think so. I don't know. But any one of those can be, or all those planets can be in any one of the signs. And each of the planets has different characteristics, and each of the signs have different characteristics or traits. So if any given planet is in any given sign, I like to think of the planets as like actors or characters, and the signs as like their costumes. Or you could think of the planets as actors and the signs as their characters. Or, you know, the sign that the planet is in is kind of like the role that it's taking on, but the planets themselves have like qualities about them, and the signs have qualities as well. So it's kind of just like mixing and matching qualities. And then you have the houses as well, houses 1 through 12, which each have qualities and characteristics and certain details about them as well. And so you're kind of just mixing and matching different mythos or archetypes about each one of these things, each planet, sign, house. And when you look in your birth chart and you learn about every planet, sign, and house, that's what that's how you figure it out. So if we were to take my birth chart, I'm a Taurus sun, so that's probably why I'm laying here in bed, because I just like to sleep around. No, well, I mean, you know what I mean. I like to sleep. I like to lay around and just rest and enjoy my life. And I like pleasure. And sun is about the identity or the ego. And so my identity stems from being stubborn, hard-nosed, thick-skinned. I can be hardworking when I need to be, and I really like money and the things that it buys. Sometimes I like spending money more than I like holding on to it, but that's not every Taurus. I would like to have a fat bank account and a wallet that's just oozing out with money. That's an ambition of mine as a Taurian type. And I like creativity, I like the arts. Those are other Taurus qualities. I like, particularly personally, I like making music. I'd love to make my money making music. And yeah, those are some of my sun sign qualities. I enjoy, or cancel that. I meant to say that I have, my moon is in Aquarius, so I'm pretty cerebral and objective about my emotions, and I prefer to think objectively than emotionally when it comes to my emotions, because the moon governs your emotions. Aquarius is a very analytical, but it's also a humanitarian sign, so I like to, I would like to, there's a side of me that's altruistic and wants to serve the greater good of humanity and find ways to connect with others and be emotionally in touch with others. And that leads me to my rising sign, which is Cancer, which is pretty emotional. And your rising sign is your how you present yourself to the world and how you come off, your first impression on others. So I maybe seem more emotional than I feel, and I'm nurturing on the surface anyway. I like to nurture people when they need it to an extent, but at some point I'm going to leave you to your own devices, because I know that nurturing comes from the self more than from anywhere else. And if I give you the tools, then you're going to have to nurture yourself eventually. So, I mean, on the other hand, I could create something that's nurturing that you can always turn back to, such as a piece of music. But if I give you my strategies for nurturing myself, and then I'm gonna hope that you're gonna use them for yourself without relying on me to be there all the time to provide that. And yeah, those are my main astrology shits. But I also have, my Venus is in Aries, so I'm all about that conquer when it comes to romance. And my Mercury is also in Aries, so I'm quite direct with my communication. And I like to think highly of myself at times. And my Mars is in Pisces, so I'm not very much of a fighter. That's kind of where Mars rests, I'm told. And like if Mars is the warrior in us, then Mars in Pisces is kind of like Mars is on, he's taking a break from his soldier efforts. He's just kind of like in a spa somewhere. That's how my fighter side usually is. Although I can fight at times, but most of the time I'm just kind of chill. Um, and yeah, there are more. Jupiter is in Virgo for me, so I find good fortune in routines and in structure. That's where my fortune tends to come from. When I get out of that routine and that structure, I tend to lose my fortune. My my Pluto is in Scorpio, so I'm a very when it comes to my dark side and my passions, I'm just very unusual. Well, I would say I'm very how do you put it, like, let's just say I'm very Scorpio about my dark side. My dark side is very dark. Scorpio's Pluto's ruling house, so it's at home there, but it's very I can't even think of the word. But yeah, this video is going pretty long. I guess I'll wrap up. Capricorn is the sign, I mean, which has, for me in my chart, both Uranus and Neptune in it, and so I'm very let's see, how do you put it, Capricorn's like climbing the social ladder, and Neptune and Uranus, I don't even know that much about those two planets, to be honest. They're just kind of, I think of them as like vague and dreamy, but I don't know. I would have to come back on those, let you know. Did I skip any? I don't think so. Anyhow, I'm gonna let it go at that for now. I don't need to put out too much energy tonight, but I did want to get this channel started and get this particular playlist about astrology started. So yeah, good night, or good day to you, whenever you may be watching this. Be sure to, no, I'm just kidding, I'm not going to promote, but if you want, you can like and subscribe, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. Alright, bye.